From the furniture sets to the delightfully decorative pieces, the artsy cushions and the balconies painted on walls. Welcome home to a world of stylish interiors. From stores like Sidewalks of the World that brings together an array of world products, to Pinakin that does a lot of in-house manufacturing, everyone wants a piece of the interiors pie.
I think everybody is looking at buying something which is different and which makes them stand out in a crowd.
And the numbers are growing. According to consulting firm Technopack, the Indian home decor market stood at $13 billion in 2010. By the end of 2015, it's going to hit $20 billion.
I think interiors over the last 5 years has really exploded. And the reasons for that are that awareness is at an all-time high.
In fact, the space has grown enough to draw the likes of fashion designers like J.J. Valaya into the fold. He opened Home of Traveller. So has couturier Sabyasachi. Why even star wives have jumped headlong into the fray? The design cell is Gauri Khan's latest, an interior store of hand-picked pieces that can be customized. Mana Shetty's Our House is a 3-story home store with unique furniture pieces and plenty of artifacts.
I think celebrities are unique. They endorse everything from credit cards to candy. So there's no reason why they should not be in the home interior space. The good ones will continue to stay and find a following, and there's no reason why a celebrity should not be successful.
But even as these celebrities with their big investments in brick-and-mortar establishments abound, it is the interest of e-commerce players like Urban Ladder and Pepper Fry that are spurring the growth of the interiors industry, not least with the size of their huge advertising budgets.
There's a lot more choice in terms of online stores because under one umbrella, you have a lot of, either you have different suppliers or you have people who are manufacturing stuff for different kinds of furniture, so they cover a larger variety.
The convenience of browsing different products without having to actually physically go to different stores is one of the biggest plus points of having a website.
Naysayers insist that luxury furniture pieces cannot be bought online, but analysts beg to differ.
The new model today is that I don't own the shop, right? I don't even have a shop. I sell on the internet.
While Delhi-based mother brand Casa Paradox caters to the niche consumer, Casa Pop is the affordable thread diffusion line, and soon Casa Ivory will position itself between the two. This new store in Mumbai is the first franchise, owned by Noor, the couple's daughter. We get chatting with founder duo Rasil Gujral and husband Naveen Ansal to tell us about the interior space and how it's evolving. Let me start by asking you, Rasil. You've seen it evolve over a period of time. Tell us how it's changed.
It's changed completely. It's changed from what is considered aspirational, and it's changed from what is available. When I started work in '86, we were living in a colonial hangover and a Raj hangover, or we were ethnic. You know, those are the only two ways to express your level of taste or lifestyle. So when I started work, I mean, I was trying to do the whole contemporary interpretation, and most people were very wary of it. An aspirational client wanted their place to look rich, and if it needed to look rich, it couldn't look contemporary, right? So that has changed, right? And I sort of often say the only thing missing in India is India.
Right.
You know, when it comes to design in the home space.
And that's not necessarily problematic for someone in a creative process.
It's not only not problematic, it's not relevant if you are not relevant. If you are not organically rooted, you could be anywhere. So why then be Indian?
Right.
You know, you have such a rich design resource. Why would you not dip into that pool?
But Naveen, from your perspective, since you really handle the management of the business that you've set up, tell me, how has business changed?
It was 93 that we started out. There was no interior kind of idea. People didn't have an idea what interior was. What has happened is that over the last so many years, people have got, as they've heard and they've traveled, they've got an idea that homes should become nice as they should be everywhere else in the world.
Right.
But yes, people have got much more aware everybody talks about interiors, and there's a huge amount of interior business being done in Delhi and all over India. And I think still there is a lot more to be done.
As many players as we have right now, it is as niche. So how do you, in real terms, how do you explain the niche part of your business?
Well, to me, firstly, I think the idea of us on our own track is that we've tried to now make a statement where what we do has acquired some sort of sophistication. We've seen the business long enough, and we've tried to cater to initially a certain kind of clientele. Now we've gone on to, even with pop coming around, we started to now cater to everybody.
Correct.
But there is a sophistication in what we do, because even being niche, even if the industry is niche, it is going on growing.
Right.
Because you've got a huge amount of property being made all over that has to be filled up. People are going to buy furniture, and they're going to buy, and there's a segment which is, like I said, going to buy from the lowest rung to the highest rung.
At the heart of all of this is the individuality. That quotient remains high when you're talking niche.
Yeah.
When the entry point to attain individuality, whether it's in fashion, whether it's in interiors, becomes so low that you're able to access it very, very simply at the touch of the button. What does someone like you do? How do you reinvent yourself? Because you will.
You don't need to reinvent.
Yeah, always.
I know. See, I say this. I say reinvention means that you actually left the old self, right? While I see things more like you see the butterfly, but that doesn't make you see the caterpillar. It's all evolutionary, right? And if you, from a butterfly, want to become a cockroach, then you're actually reinventing yourself, right? But you're actually only evolving along the same path, right? So there is no, it's not like a shedding of the skin.
Right.
You're just adding on one, you're actually presenting one more dimension of your design self.
Fair. In passing, Rasil, I want to understand what the future of the home interior space looks like right now. In India, how are we going to see it move from now into the next 10 years?
It's like I said, with any industry which has a cycle, right? There's it's there, then it is growing, and then it attains sophistication and maturity, right? And then it's there to stay. Right now we are in waterfall mode, you know, so everything is up there. Yeah, everything is out there. The consumer is out there, the product is out there, and everything is in a very chaotically burgeoning state. And as we get more and more exposed, you will see it attaining more maturity and more sophistication the way it is in the rest of the world.
And business-wise, how do you see it crystallize?
You know, I feel that I have seen Casa Paradox. We are still going to cater to this niche clientele where Paradox is concerned. The industry is going to keep on evolving as it is. In fact, the Italians and the rest have come to see that India is not what they thought it was.
Right.
Because everybody doesn't want Italian furniture. People go to China, people go wherever they want to go. But I do feel the industry, there is unimaginable growth, because home is one place that is still in a very, very small, you know, a small segment has started to do that. Business is going to go sky high. There's no, for everybody in interior.